Hello everyone, I'm an English novelist known primarily for my six major novels, which interpret, critique, and comment upon the British landed gentry at the end of the 18th century. The plots of my books often explore the dependence of women on marriage in the pursuit of favorable social standing and economic security. My works critique the novels of sensibility of the second half of the 18th century and are part of the transition to 19th century literary realism.
My use of biting irony along with my realism and social commentary have earned my acclaim among critics and scholars. With the publication of Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Mansfield, Park and Emma, I achieved modest success and little fame in my lifetime. As the books were published anonymously, I also wrote two other novels, Northanger Abbey and Persuasion, both published posthumously in 1880. In fact, I gained far more status after my death, and my six novels have rarely been out of print and have impressed a large number of critical essays, literary anthologies, and many films.
I was born in Steventon, Hampshire, 16 December 1775. I was home educated since I had access both to my father's library and that of a family friend. Together, these collections amounted to a large and varied library. My lively and affectionate family circle provided a stimulating from the age of 11, perhaps early. I wrote poems and stories for my own and my family amusement.
In December 1800, my father unexpectedly announced his decision to retire from the ministry, so we moved to Bath. I was shocked and unhappy in Bath, and this caused me to lose interest in writing. However, Cassandra, my mother, and I moved into Chawton Cottage in 1809 after my father's sudden death. During my time at Chawton, I published four generally well-received novels. The years after 1811 seem to have been the most rewarding of my life. I had the satisfaction of seeing my work in print and well reviewed and knowing that the novels were widely read and also translated into French. They were so much enjoyed and admired by the Prince Regent, who kept a set of each in his residence.
Unfortunately, I was feeling unwell by early 1816, but ignored the warning signs. By the middle of the year, my destiny was unmistakable, and I began a slow, irregular deterioration. Nevertheless, I continued to work in spite of my illness. The cause of my death was Edison's disease. I was buried in Winchester Cathedral. The epitaph composed by my brother James praises my personal qualities, expresses hope for my salvation, and mentions the extraordinary endowments of my mind.
Although the birth of the English novel is to be seen in the first half of the 18th century, primarily in the work of Daniel Defoe, Samuel Richards, and Henry Fielding. It is with me that the novel takes on its distinctively modern character in the realistic treatment of unremarkable people in the unremarkable situations of everyday life. I created the novel of manners of middle class life in England of my time, revealing the possibilities of domestic literature. It is this concentration upon character and personality together with realism, my amused sympathy and timelessness of my prose style that helps to explain my continuing appeal for readers of all kinds.